Hello and welcome to the First Reformed Church located in downtown New Brunswick. I am Pastor Lillian Hines, and I would like to take a moment to welcome you to another season of Lunchtime Recitals. Thanks to Middlesex County Board of County Commissioners and a grant award from the Middlesex County Cultural and Arts Trust Fund, we are able to employ diverse musical talent while showcasing a variety of talented musicians, which we could not do without the generosity of Middlesex County. This season, we will hear from Tam Garcia, David Seaman, and Mariella Klinger Seaman, Amy Kane and Nick Danielson, and Marilyn Castillo. Though the series remains online at this time, I invite you to enjoy the artist and the gift of music wherever you are. I also invite you to worship with us in person or online Sunday mornings at 9:30. Finally, many thanks to First Reform for their continued support and commitment to the Lunchtime Recital series for over a decade. Again, welcome to the First Reformed Church. Welcome to the Lunchtime Recital series. Thank you to Middlesex County Board of County Commissioners and the Middlesex County Cultural and Arts Trust Fund. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the concert.
Hi, welcome to this concert series hosted by First Reformed Church of New Brunswick. My name is Marilyn Castillo. I am a Chicano singer-songwriter from the border area of El Paso, Texas, and Ciudad Juarez, Chihuahua, Mexico. And I am very thrilled to be here sharing some of my tunes, some of my original songs, as well as some great, well-known music from different parts of Latin America. And I'm going to get started with this first tune composed by yours truly. It's called Chicana in Nueva York. Of course, depicting a little bit of my story. I moved to New York City in 2014, chasing my dream of sharing my music with the community and with as many people as possible. And so far, it has worked. And of course, like living in a city like New York can get very lonely, despite of having so many people around you. So I decided to compose this song to myself and anyone who listens to it, to remind them to still get in their center and remind themselves why is it that you pick to be where you are and focus on your dreams no matter what's going on around you. And you can depict a little bit of Chicana in Nueva York as well. You can listen to it on all social media and digital platforms. Just look under Marilyn Castillo. Siéntete tranquila, que el mundo no te observa. Pero si respiras, respira contigo, no estás sola en esta selva. La vida conspira a tu favor. A cada pregunta te sigue una respuesta. Te sientes desnuda por no estar dispuesta. A veces la verdad es cruda, un poco ruda. Busca en tu interior y encontrarás que hay algo más por compartir. Déjaselo al universo que está en ti. Ella echa siempre pa'lante, hace todo con amor y cada vez le va mejor. A la Chicana en Nueva York, para pa 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 para pa. Sanamo la na 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 pa 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 pa. Ta ta le le le. Ba 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 ba. Thank you very much. That was Chicana en Nueva York. Saludos a todas las personas de la comunidad latina de New Brunswick. Gracias también por asomarse a este concierto. And of course, I could not deny my Mexican roots. And I always like to introduce a good ranchero tune into my sets, and this is no exception. This is a tune that the great queen of Tex-Mex music made very famous. However, it already existed before. It's called Tú, Solo Tú.
Mira cómo ando, mi amor, por tu querer, borracha y apasionada, no más por tu amor. Mira cómo ando, mi bien, muy dada la y a la perdición. Tú, solo tú, has llenado de luto mi vida, abriendo una herida en mi corazón. Llenaba de luto mi llanto, en mi desencanto y desesperación. Solo tu sombra fatal, sombra del mar, me sigue por donde quiera con obstinación, y por quererte olvidar le sigo a la borrachera y a la perdición. Tú, solo tú, has llenado de luto mi vida, abriendo una herida en mi corazón. Tú, solo tú, has dejado en mi vida llanto de mi desencanto y desesperación.
Tú, solo tú. And you know, the beauty of living in a border city, either in this case for me in El Paso, Texas, and Ciudad Juárez, Chihuahua, was that I got the best of both worlds. I get to experiment different types of music. And of course, when I did my transition to move to New York, a whole world opened up to me. It broadened my horizons, and I really enjoyed like being exposed to so many languages, so many cultures, and that is the beauty that I haven't experimented anywhere else. And I got the opportunity to participate in different groups, different bands, different ensembles, from Mexican music to Cuban music to Brazilian music, and of course, There's this composer that I really, really like. His name is Alejandro Sanz, and he's from Spain. And I got the opportunity to work with amazing flamenco musicians, and you can tell my influence of this beautiful genre in my next tune. It's called Todavía, and this was the very first tune that I released from my upcoming album Chicana in Nueva York. It's called Todavía, and I hope that you enjoy it.
Todavía te pienso, todavía te siento de vez en cuando y es cielo inmenso. Solo intensifica mi desencanto y me pregunto por qué será que quiero olvidarte y te quiero más. Es una obsesión que no es natural. Necesito verte y desengañar a este corazón, al fin darle muerte al producto de mi imaginación que me hizo quererte con ternura cuando perdí la cordura. Y esta pena, penita pena que me inspira y me envenena es el coraje que me queda para vivir. Yo tengo vida y tengo amor, tengo ilusiones en mi interior. Lo que fuiste tú para mí me lo inventé yo. Y esta pena, bonita pena que me inspira y me envenena es el coraje que me queda para vivir. Yo tengo vida y tengo amor, tengo ilusiones en mi interior. Lo que fuiste tú para mí me lo inventé yo. Necesito verte y desengañar este corazón, al fin darle muerte al producto de mi imaginación que me hizo quererte con ternura cuando perdí la cordura. Y esta pena, penita pena que me inspira y me envenena es el coraje que me queda para vivir. Yo tengo vida y tengo amor, tengo ilusiones en mi interior. Lo que fuiste tú para mí me lo inventé yo. Y esta pena, penita pena que me inspira y me envenena todavía te quiero. Y pena, penita, pena. Pena, penita, pena. Pena, penita, pena. Pena, penita, pena.
All right. It's one of my favorite tunes. I just feel for the people who do not understand Spanish, well, pena means like a pain that you have, like something that you're suffering. In this case, it's a song for the brokenhearted. And it feels nice to let it out. Now I'm going to continue. Sorry that I make this dramatic pause. I'm going to continue with a song by Cyndi Lauper. This song, to be honest, I wasn't very fond to back in the day when I was younger. But as I started studying with this amazing singer, Ilana Martin, in New York, she used to use this song for like vocal exercises, call and response, and trying to create new styles. So she reinvented the song for me. I feel that she really taught me the meaning of owning a song. That sometimes, as musicians or even as people who like performs another type of career, sometimes we are requested to do tasks that we're not very happy to do. But at the same time, we know that for like later on is for a good cause, is for our own good or the good of the company, or and sometimes as musicians, we're also requested to sing certain songs that we don't feel really identified with. And it's valid, but the trick sometimes is to make this music your own and to try to find the positive side of it and to try to reinvent it again. And so let's see how this one goes.
Lying in my bed, I hear the clock tick, and I think of you, caught up in circles. Confusion is nothing new. Flashbacks, warm nights, almost left behind. Suitcase of memories. Time after, sometimes you picture me. I'm walking too far ahead. You're calling to me. I can hear what you have said. Then you say, go slow, and I fall behind. The second hand unwinds. If you're lost, you can look, and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I will be waiting. Time after time. After my picture fades and darkness has turned to gray, watching through windows, you're wondering if I'm okay. secrets stolen from deep inside, and the drum beats out of time. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting time after time. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I will be waiting time after time. You say go slow, but I fall behind. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting time after time. If you're lost, I can look and you will find me time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I will be waiting time after time. Time after time after time. Time after time after time. Time after time after time after time, I'll be there for you. I'll be waiting time after time. To catch you, girl. Time after time. Time after time. Time after time.
All right, crazy experiment right there. But it's a song that, like, I like it. I like the lyrics. It was just the way that it was approached that sometimes it would, like, clash into my head until I decided, you know what, like, I can experiment with this. And it's the same way in life. Sometimes it takes you out of your comfortable zone and we don't know what to do. We try to go back in, but once you're stepping outside, you have the opportunity to explore new options and to discover other skills and other things that you didn't even know that you were capable of. And I think this past 2 years have showed to us that this is how we should live from now on, like to prove ourselves that we can do even more than what we imagine. We're people that have like all this potential, that have all this life to only go a certain way. Anyhow, speaking about that, like not very long ago in March, we celebrated Women's History Month, and a couple of years ago I was invited to the Bronx Museum where they had this special gallery to celebrate 100 years of women's vote in the United States. And I was asked to perform a song to celebrate that, but it had to be an original. And I was like, well, an original tune to celebrate being a woman. Sometimes we don't realize that it's both a blessing and a curse. However, I wouldn't trade it for the world, and I decided to do this bilingual song because I don't want to leave any of my Spanish speakers or English speakers left out. And I composed this song that is called I Am Enough in Spanish, Yo Soy Suficiente. And so far, this past March also became kind of like a hymn in the women's strike on March 8th. So we celebrated with this song, and I just want to bring it back because it's coming up also in my album. And I think it's a powerful song. Nothing against men or people who identify themselves as other, but it's just a reminder that who you are, you must embrace.
Cada vez que me rompo y me suelto, es que comienzo a nacer, es que retomo mi rumbo, es que comienzo a crecer. Cada vez que yo lloro por algo, es porque duele aprender. A veces el precio es muy alto, pero lo ha de valer. Y aunque me asuste pagarlo, mirar atrás ya no puedo. Yo soy suficiente. La imaginación corre en mis venas. No existen cadenas al crear. Yo soy suficiente. Recibo con brazos abiertos la vida, abundancia, placer y libertad. Libertad. I'm the one in charge of my story, beautiful story to tell. With its ups and downs, I'm thankful for the magic of the spell. I don't know what is up for the future, for I only have today. Makes me live more to the fullest, and I try to stay that way. The ones before me knew it. Oh, and more like me, I'm awake now. I have the power within me. Oh, beautiful light spreading over. Yo soy suficiente. La imaginación corre en mis venas. No existen cadenas al crear. Y soy suficiente. Recibo con brazos abiertos la vida, abundancia, placer y libertad. Yo soy suficiente. La imaginación
Repeat yourself, no matter what you identify with. I am enough. Soy suficiente. And of course, well, to make allusion and to remind ourselves that this concert was hosted by First Reformed Church of New Brunswick. Of course, we are enough. We're more than enough. We were created by the greatest source of power and life. And if you don't feel enough, it's because you haven't dug closely within yourself to discover that. I invite you to do so. And, well, I think I'm going to close this beautiful concert. I would like to thank again all the amazing staff and all the people who made this concert series possible, all the people who recommended me to be in this program. And I would like to invite you to keep watching the following concerts as well. You can find me online at www.marilyncastillo.com. And you'll find all my music there, all my information there. I also do, like private events, and so on and so forth. Classes as well, marilyncastillo.com. And I would like to invite you to keep watching these concerts again, not only right now in the midst of spring, going towards summer, but also in the fall. So stay tuned for that. And this song that I'm going to perform is a song by a singer-songwriter that I admired since I was like 14 years old. She's a Mexican singer-songwriter. Her name is Natalia Lafourcade, and this song is called Hasta la Raíz.
Cruzando ríos, andando selvas, amando el sol. Cada día sigo cruzando esquinas en lo más profundo del corazón. Y en la noche sigo quemando sueños para quemar con el humo sagrado cada recuerdo. Cuando escriba tu nombre en la arena blanca con fondo azul, cuando mire el cielo en la forma cruel de una nube gris y aparezcas tú. Y en la noche suba una alta loma, mira el pasado, sabrás que no te he olvidado. Yo te llevo dentro hasta la raíz, y por más que crezca vas a estar aquí. Aunque yo me oculte tras la montaña y encuentre un campo lleno de caña, no habrá manera ni rayo de luna que tú te vayas. Wow, wow. Wow, wow. Wow, wow. Pienso que cada instante he sobrevivido al caminar, y cada segundo de incertidumbre, cada momento de no saber, son la clave exacta de ese tejido que ando guardando bajo la piel. Así te protejo, aquí sigues dentro. Yo te llevo dentro hasta la raíz, y por más que crezca vas a estar aquí. Aunque yo me oculte tras la montaña y encuentre un campo lleno de raíz. Y por más que crezca, vas a estar aquí. Aunque yo me oculte tras la montaña y encuentre un campo lleno de caña, no habrá manera, mi rayo de luna, que tú te vayas, que tú te vayas. Yo te llevo dentro hasta la raíz. Y por más que crezca, vas a estar aquí. Aunque yo me oculte tras la montaña y encuentre un campo lleno de caña, no habrá manera ni rayo de luna que tú te vayas.
Thank you very much. As a singer-songwriter and as a daughter of immigrants, I feel that the song really speaks a lot to me because it talks about never forgetting your roots, and no matter how big you become or no matter how far you go, there's always something within us that reminds us where we come from in a good way. And that is something that we must preserve. Of course, also taking pride and enhancing wherever we go. The place where we live is now our new home, but we can never forget our actual heritage and our roots. And New Brunswick is a great example of that, since its population is built with many, many people from different places. And I love every time that I come to New Brunswick to see how they beautifully get along. I got to participate in other activities and other concerts where this was living proof that we can live in harmony, and that is the most important thing, that to make whatever place where you inhabit your home. And well, I would like to invite you guys to keep watching this type of concerts that evoke this type of feelings, to also reduce the bad feelings that sometimes the news can bring up to our minds and poison our hearts, and thinking that the world has nothing else to offer. We are the ones in charge of doing that, and we are living proof of that, little by little. And I also would like to exhort you, to invite you to come to First Reformed Church for more information. So please dig into that. Once again, my name is Marilyn Castillo. Thank you very much, and have a beautiful day.